Here we go, guys. One of the worst kept secrets currently in professional wrestling has now finally been revealed. AEW Collision will be debuting next month on TNT, and also it could be bringing with it a hard roster split in All Elite Wrestling. But has there been any mention of AEW's former world champion CM Punk? We'll get into this in this developing and breaking AEW news story. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrest News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of All Elite Wrestling, and one of the biggest stories right now is the impending debut of AEW Collision on Saturday nights on TNT. Primetime live wrestling has returned to Saturday nights on TNT, and it's been speculated and had been trademarked, but now it's been made official in today's Warner Media Discovery Upfronts. As I mentioned, it's just been announced in the last couple of minutes at the time of recording. AEW has tweeted out the following: as announced at the Warner Bros. Discovery 2023 Upfront presentation today, TNT will launch a second night of professional wrestling with a new 2-hour series, AEW Collision, starting Saturday, June 17th, live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on TNT. Now, the full press release is as follows. I do have it in front of me. It's a bit wordy, but it's certainly worth going through because, again, this is a massive and developing news story in the world of All Elite Wrestling. So it says TNT launches a second night of wrestling with AEW Collision featuring headliners Thunder Rosa, Miro, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Andrade El Idolo on Saturday, June 17. Again, no mention right now of CM Punk, which is interesting. Now, this is actually taking place in New York today at the Warner Media Discovery Upfronts, as I mentioned. But TNT launches a second night of professional wrestling with a new tentpole series, AEW Collision, on Saturday, June 17. It was announced today by Kathleen Finch, Chairman and Chief Content Officer, US Networks Group, Warner Bros. Discovery, during the company's 2023 Upfront presentation at Madison Square Garden in New York City. This live 2-hour in-ring show will air every Saturday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern and feature more wrestlers, more stories, and more action to super serve fans. AEW Collision will feature headliners including Miro, Samoa Joe, Thunder Rosa, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Andrade El Idolo. In only 4 years following the launch of AEW Dynamite, AEW's footprint has more than doubled across TNT and TBS. Along with AEW Dynamite, Friday night's AEW Rampage, and the recent follow doc AEW All Access, and now AEW Collision, TNT and TBS deliver the best matches and most entertaining moments in professional wrestling today. AEW has reached 23 million total viewers so far this year across all of its shows on TBS and TNT. Quote, "We're doubling down on wrestling with AEW Collision, which give fans 2 more hours every week," said Jason Solanis, President, Turner Networks, ID, HLN, Linear, and Streaming. AEW's roster of talent has expanded so quickly that we felt it needed another night to bring our audience the epic rivalries, unforgettable matches, and stars they love to watch. Adding Collision to our programming mix on TNT will allow us to satisfy the massive demand we felt from our hardcore fan base and be the ultimate complement to AEW Dynamite on TBS. With the addition of AEW Collision on TNT, I'm extremely proud that Turner Network will be the home of Saturday Night Wrestling for the first time in more than 2 decades, said Tony Khan, CEO, General Manager, and Head of Creative for AEW. The debut of Collision is significant across numerous sectors, including television, wrestling, entertainment, and sports, and reinforces AEW as the bold property we envisioned when we launched in 2019. Collision will deliver live every Saturday night more of what fans and viewers tell us they want: athleticism, big personalities, exciting storylines, and hard-hitting wrestling action, all of which have become synonymous with AEW. Now, what is certainly interesting about this is that this could bring with it actually a hard brand / roster split that wasn't actually expected at first, but according to a report earlier today, prior to AEW Collision launching and being announced, certainly this could bring with it more of a roster divide than we previously first thought. Now, according to Sean Rossap of Fightful Select, there are some major changes in store for All Elite Wrestling. Now, at the time, AEW Collision hadn't been announced when he wrote this, but AEW Collision is set to be announced imminently. It's already been announced, obviously in conjunction with the Warner Media Discovery Upfronts. We haven't heard that, as of right now, that Dynamite has also been extended, but it was noted recently by Fightful that Collision will see a big cash infusion for AEW AEW, but that isn't all that's changing. As of last week, it was believed there would be a soft roster split for AEW Dynamite and Collision. This would allow talent that didn't get along to work shows when necessary without the likelihood of conflict that we saw a lot of backstage in AEW in 2022. However, instead, Fightful have been told that talent are expecting a hard brand split with the exception of many AEW champions. Fightful have been told there will be additional exceptions here and there. They have not learned how exactly the split will be determined, if there will be a draft, or how that will even be worked out. However, the working plan as of this week is a firm brand split with some rare exceptions. Those that Fightful have spoken to said that bringing back several previously absent talent was planned out, and they were told it was strategic timing to go along with the new show. In addition to talent that naturally needs more television time, several returning talent look to benefit from this move. The working plan as of right now is to film AEW Rampage with Dynamite tapings and Ring of Honor with Collision tapings. Now, obviously you can see on the screen right there, and it was previously rumored and reported, but now it's confirmed. This new AEW Collision logo looks to have quite a lot of WCW Nitro influence to it, so I don't know if you're getting Nitro on Saturdays and Thunder on Wednesdays, if that's what they're really going to go with. Of course, the original inception of having WCW Thunder on TBS back in the day was to do some kind of a soft brand split or eventually a hard brand split. It didn't work out that way. Again, we don't know if that's what AEW or Elite Wrestling are going for, but certainly, again, very, very, very big news, developing news in the last couple of minutes when it comes to the future of AEW on Warner Bros. Discovery stations. I keep saying that wrong. Warner Bros. Discovery stations. But certainly, again, this was a story that everyone knew that was coming. Everyone knew that AEW Collision was coming on Saturdays. But the real interesting thing about this is, as of right now, there has been no mention of CM Punk involved in this. Now, we do know, of course, that an announcement is coming later on this evening. We do know that an announcement is coming on TNT, and then it's going to be expanded upon on TBS. Now, some people are speculating, as of right now, the announcement on TNT tonight could be the first promo of AEW Collision, The Second Coming, which is rumored to be what that premiere episode is going to be called, and that could announce that CM Punk is coming back to AEW, and he's going to be coming back on the premiere episode of AEW Collision on Saturday, June 17th. It could be also announced that Saturday, June 17th show is going to be taking place at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, of course, the hometown of CM Punk. Once that announcement is made on TNT this evening, then it will be expanded upon on TBS on tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. That's what some people are speculating. As I mentioned, that's not been confirmed. That's not been reported right now. And as of right now, at the time of recording this video for you, in the afternoon here in the UK, there has been no mention of CM Punk. But what has been mentioned is that indeed TNT, they are launching this second night of pro wrestling. AEW Collision is coming Saturday, June 17th. Again, you can see that it's very, very, very much inspired by the WCW Monday Nitro look of the 1990s. But as of right now, the details, all that we have are the press releases, are the talk and rumors of a brand split, a roster split. They did mention several key names in that press release, didn't they? The likes of Miro, Samoa Joe, who has been rumored to be CM Punk's first feud upon returning to All Elite Wrestling, Thunder Rosa, Powerhouse Hobbs, Andrade El Idolo. Three of those names we did hear about last week, certainly, didn't we? Miro, we saw him on AEW Dynamite walk into Tony Khan's office. Same with Thunder Rosa. Andrade El Idolo has recently teased a return to AEW programming as he recovers from pectoral surgery after tearing his pec last year. And I guess the question now is, guys, who would you like to see on all of these shows? Who do you think is going to be on AEW Dynamite on TBS? The expectation is that it's going to be the Elite, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. Maybe some other people that have issues with CM Punk. Saturday, of course, Collision. We know it's going to be those names just mentioned. We know it's going to be CM Punk. But what are your thoughts on all of this? What are your thoughts on AEW Collision now officially being announced? What are your thoughts on CM Punk not being mentioned right now? How do you think that's going to play out this evening? And who would you like to see on either show? Again, it's most likely going to be the Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club being on Wednesdays on TBS on AEW Dynamite. It has been reported and speculated we are going to see CM Punk, FTR, and those other mentioned names in the press release on Saturdays. Are you happy with that? Does that dilute the product? Is that a good thing considering how many people are currently under contract to All Elite Wrestling right now? Let me know your thoughts as always in the comment section below. As always, if we get any more information on this, we'll let you know. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe bottom right hand corner. Remember, you can join the WN365 roster by clicking the join button, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.